Zelensky's meeting with former U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington erupted into chaos, descending into a heated confrontation over Russia's ongoing war against Ukraine. The tension in the Oval Office escalated quickly as Trump, accompanied by his Vice President J.D. Vance, openly accused Zelensky of being ungrateful for the extensive support the United States had provided to Ukraine since the conflict began. Mr. President, with all due respect, I believe it is outright disrespectful for you to walk into the Oval Office and attempt to debate this in front of the American media right now. J.D. Vance firmly stated, his frustration evident. You're forcing conscripts to the front lines because you're running out of manpower? He added, making it clear that there is deep skepticism about Ukraine's military strategies. The conversation grew even more intense when Trump, visibly agitated, raised his voice and accused Zelensky of recklessly gambling with global security. You're playing with fire. You're risking the lives of millions. You're gambling with the fate of the world. You're bringing us closer to World War III, while still entangled in World War I and II dynamics. Trump thundered, his words echoing through the historic office. Zelensky, however, was not willing to back down. His expression remained resolute as he shot back. There will be no compromises with a killer on our land. We are fighting for our survival, and negotiations cannot happen with someone who seeks to destroy us. The Ukrainian leader made it clear that he saw no room for concessions in the face of Russian aggression. Shortly after this explosive exchange, Zelensky exited the White House. As cameras captured the moment, an observer commented, "If you look to your left, you're about to witness history unfold. Let's watch." The drama, however, did not end there. Trump quickly took to his social media platform, Truth Social, to unleash a scathing post. He declared that Zelensky was not ready for peace and had shown blatant disrespect toward the United States, despite the extensive aid and military support Ukraine had received. In contrast, Zelensky later took to X, formerly Twitter, expressing gratitude for U.S. support and reaffirming that Ukraine remained committed to achieving a just and lasting peace. His words seemed carefully chosen, reflecting his attempt to maintain diplomatic ties despite the contentious meeting. Reactions from around the world poured in swiftly. Russian officials seized the moment, celebrating Trump's remarks. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev did not hold back, calling Trump's comments a strong slap on the wrist for Zelensky. In a Telegram post, Medvedev went even further, referring to the Ukrainian leader as a cocaine clown and asserting that Trump had, for the first time, told him the truth to his face. The Kiev regime is playing with a third world war? Medvedev warned, echoing the Kremlin's narrative. Maria Zakharova, spokesperson for Russia's foreign ministry, also backed Trump, claiming that the way Trump and Vance had restrained themselves from physically confronting Zelensky was a miracle of self-control. Her remarks were meant to highlight what Russia sees as growing fractures in Western unity over Ukraine. Meanwhile, European leaders quickly rallied behind Zelensky, countering the Russian narrative. President of the European Commission Ursula von der Leyen commended Zelensky's composure, posting on X to applaud his dignity, honor, and the bravery of the Ukrainian people. She emphasized that Ukraine's struggle was not just a national battle but a fight for democratic values. Kaja Kallas, the European Union's foreign policy chief, took an even stronger stance, declaring, "Ukraine is Europe," and today, it became clear that the free world needs a new leader. Her message underlined concerns that U.S. leadership under Trump might not align with European priorities regarding the war. French President Emmanuel Macron reaffirmed Ukraine's right to self-defense, stating, "I think we all understand the reality of this situation. Russia is the aggressor, and the Ukrainians are the victims. We must continue to respect and support those who have been fighting bravely since day one." His words reflected France's ongoing commitment to standing by Ukraine. German leaders also echoed their support. Outgoing Chancellor Olaf Scholz reassured Ukrainians that Germany and Europe would continue to stand by them. Meanwhile, Johann Vadel, a senior lawmaker from the party of incoming Chancellor Friedrich Merz, found the White House meeting shocking and strongly criticized Trump's stance, suggesting it sent a dangerous message. In the United Kingdom, Prime Minister Keir Starmer personally reached out to both Trump and Zelensky in an effort to mediate tensions. A statement from Downing Street reaffirmed that the UK's support for Ukraine remained unwavering and that Britain was committed to working toward a sustainable and lasting peace. Other European nations, including Canada, Norway, Poland, Spain, and Italy, swiftly issued statements affirming their support for Ukraine, each emphasizing the importance of resisting Russian aggression and maintaining Western unity. However, not all European leaders sided with Zelensky. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán was one of the few high-profile politicians to openly support Trump's stance. He posted on social media, "Strong men make peace, weak men make war." Today, President Trump stood bravely for peace. His words reflected a view that diplomacy and negotiation, rather than prolonged conflict, were the only viable solutions. As global reactions continue to unfold, this meeting has made one thing crystal clear: the divide between those who support Ukraine unconditionally and those who advocate for a swift resolution through negotiation is growing deeper. The future of the war, and indeed global stability, now hinges on how world leaders navigate this increasingly complex geopolitical landscape.